Hello, Shane here from Comics. I'm here with Lee, Dave, Duncan, Peter, and Rob Lyle. Spedsy. Sorry, I was just going for the Spedsy, not the full name.
I was the only one who got a full name.
At least
we're here tonight.
Devil's Toilet.
First name, last name,
Devil's Toilet. What?
Nickname, you got the lot.
Yeah.
That's what you get for being last on the list. Come in last and you get the best treatment. That's the way it works.
I'll give you the best treatment in a minute.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're going to have to go off air, everyone. So what we're here to do is just talk about what everyone's up to. I'll start by talking a bit about comics. I'll give the brief story for everyone. Pretty much all it was I started a website to advertise comic shops because I was having troubles looking for something, a particular comic that wasn't with my local store, and I found it really hard to find stores that weren't local. So I did a bit of a search. I searched around. I said, well, this should be easier for people, so I made a website. That's the type of person I am. And it sort of grew from there to where I started doing comic events, and then I started doing comic creators, comics themselves, indie comics, that is. And so that's how the site evolved to where my main focus now is actually promoting indie creators and indie comics here in Australia. So that's what Comics is all about. At the moment, we're about to start running a Kickstarter for two comics called Comics Presents and Comics Presents Noir. The Noir is a black and white version of the comic. Not the same stories, of course. It's a separate comic. And that starts on the 1st of July. So that's what I've got going on. So, Lee, what's up in your world?
Well, I'm the creator of Battle for Bustle, and that's a dystopian science fiction story that has layers that can... Oh, Peter Wilson.
How do you like that?
Well done.
I love that, mate. Because can I just say something? To my knowledge, that is one of 20
Really?
ever printed with the Beau Jardine cover and stuff.
Oh, cool.
That is awesome, man.
Larry sent me that.
Thank you. Who did?
Gary did. Gary Della.
Gary Della.
Yeah, I know who Gary is.
The rest of
Don't worry about that, mate. Like, yeah, no, he's all good. I'm one of the Reverie guys, man. Same as Rob is and stuff like that. You know, like
I know who Reverie is, mate. I know.
Yeah. I know you do. Isn't that crazy? But anyway, so I can stop chatting and get back to it. Battle for Bustle, a dystopian cityscape world. I had the opportunity through Comics Presents Noir to do a black and white comic called Marathon. That's sort of evolved into being part of Battle for Bustle. So it's awesome to be here with you guys. But the best thing is about being here with you guys is there's so much talent on this screen. And I think everyone else should have a yarn before I do. And yeah, get at it, gentlemen. You can see my head every Saturday, mate. Like on a. Hey, Rob, I also said like a shelled crab today. Did you hear that? Did you pick that up?
Yeah, amazing.
Thank you.
It cracked everyone up. It was a ripper.
Yeah.
He dropped it just at the right moment. You know, Dustin was rolling on the floor, I think, when he said that.
Oh, yeah. Dustin loves those.
So that must have been early in the show. I missed the first 15 minutes or so.
Oh, right. Yeah. I can't remember.
Oh, I threw it out there, man, because you like the half-sucked mango thing. So, you know, like I thought I'd try another one.
Yeah, I love me a half-sucked mango.
Awesome. Thanks, Lee.
No problem. she's coming up soon, mate. So you just got to put up with my head for a little while, and then you guys can ask Tam
Right.
whatever you guys want to learn.
Well, we'll go on to you, Dave.
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Before I start, I just during Lee's little talk, then he mentioned Gary, and I said Della. And the reason I said that is because a number of times I've been watching the shows and different people have been interviewed and talked, and they've said a first name, and I don't know who they're talking about.
Yep.
So, like for instance, one time someone mentioned a name, and I wasn't sure who they were talking about. And if I had the last name, I couldn't know. Just maybe we could sort of make a habit of saying.
That's a fair point, Dave. I'm totally with you. That's something that,
that's a fair point, Dave Dye. Come on, Lee. Pick up your game.
I feel
sometimes people throw out names like, "Oh, Patty did this," or like so and so did this, and I do honestly think to myself, "Oh, just let's mention the last name, even if there's someone that did something like 7, 8, 9 years ago." These are thoughts that have gone through my head as well. So I'm with you, Dave. Like,
good on you, mate. Yeah.
No, I'm 100% behind that.
Except when Rob was naming and shaming someone, then he should probably.
Like who we?
No, then you just call him dickhead.
Like his old mates who he's dirked from 30 years ago, drawing pictures of him in the nude, doing whatever. Say the full name, mate. Just embarrass him completely.
Dave Gavin. I've actually
that
included
was before the promotion, Rob, wasn't it?
I've included Dave Gavin. He's probably my best mate. I've included him in almost everything I've done. In my band's first video clip, his name was written on my amp. In every comic I've written for Reverie, he plays a character in it.
Cool.
Yeah, I name and shame him everywhere, every chance I get.
Good stuff.
And one other thing I think it would be really nice is people who collaborate with inkers, writers, colorists or whatever. Don't just say, "Oh, my writer said this," or "My inker did this," or "My colorist did this." Say, Joe Bloggs is my colorist and he did this. Say their name and give them the credit that they're due. Because a lot of people just say, "Oh, my artist in Argentina, he did this," or my inker is right on the ball with this. Say his name. Give him the credit he's due for doing that job for you. I reckon.
No, good, awesome call.
Yeah,
100%, man. I think that's and you know what, Dave? I'll get better at that because I meet a lot of people too that I slip up and don't get their second names, and they definitely deserve that. So I'm 100% with you, mate.
Yeah. All right, that's me out of the way. I was going to talk about some comics tonight. I've talked about things.
Really? I thought we were here to talk about golf, mate.
I've mentioned a few times over the last week or two what I've been working on, which is the Rick McClune thing. So you've heard a lot about that. I'm not going to talk about that tonight because I'm sort of sick of talking about it. But I thought I might talk about something else, which is the latest comic that I've done, which has been out for about 2 months now, or 2 or 3, which is my Amazing Tales #4.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
So I think I've flashed the cover up a couple of times, but I haven't really talked about the comic. So that's the cover.
Judging by the cover, you return to the characters from Dropship 15. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
So in this issue, who did talk? Brad Daniels gave it a bit of a plug, which was really good. I was really chuffed when he brought that up as the top one on his pile. I don't know if you saw that interview, but he did. So good on you, Brad. You're a champ, mate. So there's 3 stories in this. And the first story is a Dropship 15 story, and it's called The Cave. Probably could have had a better title. Always have trouble getting this thing lined up. So that's they're on Mars. It sort of follows on from the last story in the previous issue 3. They're chasing down the aliens who are have got their base on Mars. And in the last issue, they had a battle on and kicked the Simmies out of their fortress. So in this episode, a few of the Simmies have escaped a capture, and Dropship 15 was heavily involved with the fight, and Dropship 14 they didn't do much, so they've been sent off to track down these Simmies, but their 2 scouts have been knocked out of action, so they've got the 2 scouts from Dropship 15 to assist them, and that is Lee and the Jube. So those 2 characters are the main characters in this story, as they lead the Dropship 14 crew into the cave looking for these Simmies that have escaped.
Cool.
Now, once they get in the cave, they notice things aren't quite what they should be. There's something going on, and Lee's got this sort of ability. It's a psychic sort of ability. That's why she is in the scout group, because she can sense things that other people can't. So she's the perfect person to have in that role.
Oh, yeah,
so
cool.
they go through the cave. She can feel something's not right, something's going wrong, and then things start to go wrong. So I won't go much further than that, but that sets you up with that first story in that comic. Okay.
Sounds cool.
And then the second story is The Bunyip.
Nice.
All right. So this, I've got some original pages here.
Oh,
So
Nice.
Very cool.
they're up in Kakadu, or not, maybe not Kakadu, but Northern Australia. They've got there's a couple there on their honeymoon. These 2 ladies on their honeymoon. They're married.
And that's one of those hand-drawn lettered pages again.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Uh,
So they're in the wilds on the well, it's not a bayou up there, but anyway, so they travel down the river, and they come to their camping site. And they camp around the fire. First thing, I don't know if you people get this joke or not, but they're singing Kumbaya. You know that?
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya. Yeah,
having a good time. And so anyway, they get into the swing of things up there, and it just happens there's a full moon that night. And anything can happen when there's a full moon. I can tell you.
Dave,
Oh, of
nothing
course.
good ever happens after 12 on a full moon, mate. Let me tell you.
So you can imagine full moon out in the bush, anything can happen. It's called the Bunyip. Don't lose track of that. So it's got bunyips, were-dingoes, vampires, you name it, it's all in it. So
Good
that's the
stuff.
second story.
Good Lord, it's packed.
Yeah. In so many pages. That's 7. That's a 7-page story, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And the third story, there's only 3 stories in this one, and that's I'll show you the original art. The Curse of the Mummy.
Cool.
Now this set in at Toowoomba,
Oh, okay, cool.
the Toowoomba Art Gallery. I used to live in Toowoomba. The actual art gallery doesn't look anything like that.
How was Toowoomba, mate? All right.
Yeah, nice place. Big city.
City of
Big
flowers, they say.
Yeah, Flower City. So the two kids decided to go and have a look inside at the exhibition because it's the Pharaohs of Egypt, Treasures of Egypt exhibition, and they see the mummy. She says, "Well, look, it's nearly closing time, and they're the only ones there." And they see that look at the mummy. Oh, that's creepy. Ha, that's nothing. My old man looks like that every morning. What are you doing? And look, just a little souvenir. Let's get out of here.
Cool.
Like a light. How's that, bloke?
That'll end well.
So he's snaggled a souvenir off the mummy. I'm not going to show you any more.
Unbelievable output, Dave.
I'm not going to show you any more of the pages, but
No, mate, but honestly, again, I apologise. I'd like you to walk out the back door tomorrow to feed your horse, but that is good shit, man.
thanks, mate. I'll get a pin and stick it in my head.
I hope so. I won't be able to see anything on the screen but like your left eye.
But anyway, so that story, and I reckon that's the best story in there, that one. It's a twist at the end. It's got a good laugh in it, and I think most people enjoy it. So I think it's not a bad little comic I've got there. If anyone interested in picking it up, it's available at my own indie site. Is that what we're supposed to do? Just advertise like that?
Yeah,
Hey, Shane,
definitely.
Shane,
If you want to put the link into the private chat, I can share it out.
yeah,
Okay.
chuck it out there, Dave. That's absolutely what it's all about, mate.
Yeah. I'll have to go find the link. I
Oh,
can
we're
do
getting
that
comments.
while-
I didn't even think to look at comments.
Hmm.
We got someone at Daintree. Nice.
Oh, yeah, the Daintree, yeah. Is that rusted blades?
Blades.
Rusted blades. Yeah. Reminds you of horror. Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah. It's sort of, I put this together to be like da. Creepy.
Oh,
The old creepies.
Yeah, that's that late 70s black and white Bernie Wrightson sort of stuff going on there.
Yeah. So that's why I love the pen and ink, the ink wash. It's all in the old.
Yeah.
And that's what this is set up to be. It's a chiller, not a creepy. It's a chiller, but it's all black and white.
That's great.
And it's got the ink wash. It's got the pen and ink drawings, and mummies, were-dingoes, zombies,
good stuff.
critters from Mars that are never been named.
Hey, Dave, I've just been told by my left-hand lady I need to buy that comic immediately. So I need to get a copy of that. In actual fact, all the guys that are on here tonight, Duncan, Peter, Rob,
Yeah.
can we tee up privately and stuff getting your comics and stuff to me and vice versa to you? Because
Good old-fashioned
Rob,
book.
I've only ever read like a 2-page story of your artwork other than your ads on Facebook and stuff. And I got a copy of Reverie 1 or something, and it had a short story of the moose, Too Many Chooks, with Grandpa Biscuit. And it went for 2 pages, and I got you straight up. But I don't have a physical copy. Now, I don't have a physical copy of your comic, Peter Wilson's, or Duncan. And if it would be possible, even if it's PDF file or anything, guys, I'm more than happy to like chuck you a couple of bucks, but I would love to see more of your artwork in a sequential sense, if that's cool with you. Like, not pressuring you.
No,
Just-
let's do a book swap. You send me some Battle for Bustle 3 and I'll send you some toilet humor.
All right.
I was going to say it's a great deal. You get a toilet. Oh, just a.
Done.
Oh, there's no poop in it.
Uh,
I won't be answering the post, I tell you. This letter stinks.
did you get that? Did you, Shane?
Oh, yeah, cool. You put it in there. Thanks.
So that's the owner indie site. There's digital comics there as well as physical.
That's a great site. I brought most of my indie comics from there.
Yeah, I bought quite a few from there myself. So
I've got to set up a thing there, actually. I haven't yet.
Set up an account or set up your own shop there. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
definitely banners. Here we go.
I used
Very
to
good.
run my own through my own Weebly shop, but they only let me have 5 products up there, and that was okay while I only had up to 5. But now I'm up to about, how many have I got? I must have about 8 titles.
How big is that bookshelf you've got above your drawing desk, and how tall are you, man? You must be like 7.5 feet by now, honestly. Like, you just like, I've got this, bang, here it is, you know? Like,
Yeah, it is.
crazy.
It seems to work okay when I'm talking on this, but quite often when I'm working, wouldn't you know it, the book I'm looking for is usually the other side of the bloody room, and I've got to get up and get to it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, there's your link down the bottom there, Dave.
Yeah, thanks, Shane. Yeah, so that's the link to my.
And I shared it out to the things that this software lets me share it out to.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's about all I've got to say about that. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Oh, pleasure. Thank you for coming on and letting us all know about what you're up to. So,
Shane.
Duncan,
Yes.
tell us a little about what you're up to.
Right now, I am doing Presents Noir.
Oh, awesome.
I'm going between this and working on the mainstream Bin Kitty books that I'm doing, with Noir as a tie-in with Bin Kitty. Going in between finishing that and getting that one out, probably around the same time as I'll have Noir out. So
Oh, yeah, cool.
they all tie into each other. They don't, not really like anything necessary, and Bin Kitty to understand the Noir story. It's pretty self-contained, but just same character. But
yeah.
Lee, I can send you the PDF of the basically the prototype first issue of Bin Kitty that I got. I think I sent Shane as well. It's like really rough art, but it's the whole story all the way through issue 1. So I can easily send it up for free. Like, you can have that.
Duncan,
Cool.
how I roll, mate, and I thank you for that, is if
Yeah,
you
no
send me your creative process, my friend, I will send you mine. And that is a fair way of looking at it, if you would be cool with that.
That's no
Yeah.
problem at all, because I'm redoing all the art for issue 1. I had issue 1 finished, but then I started issue 2 and like the whole style changed. So I had to pretty much go back and redo issue 1 again, which I'm in the process of doing now.
I know that game, yeah. I did the same thing for Crimson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so yeah, I haven't do the whole issue 1. It's ended up expanding, getting longer. Some scenes get bigger, but it's the same story, just better art, basically.
Man, I totally sympathize with that. The horse gets away on you sometimes, doesn't it? It's
I
like,
started doing it before I really had like a style sort of like tied down, and you started doing issue 2, and it just naturally you fall into one. You're like, no, I got to go back and redo what I've already done, because it looks like pretty. Yeah, exactly. It looks pretty bad in comparison, because it just kind of started out as almost like Sin City but with a cat. So the art style of issue 1 looked kind of really like Frank Miller, black and white, really heavy black.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now it's sort of morphed into sort of my own style mix of that and more of like a manga influence.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So a lot
Well,
of
I'm drawing Bin Kitty and Impulse and Killer Bee on Monday. That's my day. So
I started
cool.
the cover. I started the cover today, and I'm doing your character from Marathon right now.
Oh,
I just started.
nice.
Hold it up
Oh,
to the
thank you.
screen. Hold it up to the screen.
Oh,
Weren't you that guy in a band?
it's only pencils. It's barely anything.
Are you hearing voices? The devil's talking to you.
I had an echo in here, but mate,
Nice.
Oh,
That
That's
will be
hard to
Thank
make it. Oh, yeah.
hard to
I
make
can
it.
make it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
just
Killer
pencils.
Bee.
That'll be lead character from Marathon.
Awesome.
Right. Excellent.
And yeah, so I just started out today just doing pencils, but that's gonna be the cover I've started. So
Mm.
I look forward
now
to
we
seeing
have to
this.
get that done. So now we have to get that done first. So I
Yeah.
gotta prioritize that right now.
That slave driver's cracking a whip. Careful.
Yeah.
yeah,
you got him.
yeah, old mate.
Actually,
up
to everyone in
top
the room.
left-hand
I
corner
just
of the
realised
eye.
it's everyone in the room.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I called him old man library
Oh,
once.
no.
Now I'm
Oh, no.
calling him fucking young man whipper. It's like, mate, seriously.
Mr. Lash.
Oh, Mr. Lash. There you go.
Madam Lash, Mr. Lash. Right.
Ah. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, guys, I love you. I'm going to be standing behind the computer screen, but I want to give you Tam to talk to and
Mhm.
have a yarn because it's like,
Can you
She's a
both sit
champion.
together there? You got two chairs?
well, I could,
Yeah,
Peter.
we can sit together.
Yeah. Oh,
Settle
right.
Money bag, 2 chairs.
Yeah, I know. My chair is like a bit of
Torture
wood.
chamber.
But it's the one I draw on, and then I just
Yeah, we only have one chair in my house.
Hey,
It's like it's my turn on the chair.
No,
That's
what
you
I'm
had it last week.
Yeah.
yeah. I tell you what, it's like I got bones in my bum, like this chair's killing me. Hey,
Oh,
but no, but anyway, this is Tamara. So she's
Hi,
the
guys.
co-creator of
Right,
Battle, Battle for Bustles. So
How you doing?
good, Tam.
I'm good.
I know you're good.
So, Duncan, that's all you're up to at the moment?
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
Just Ben Kitty and Bin Kitty.
That's pretty much it. Drawing big cats.
Cool.
How you going,
Nice.
mate?
Thanks for that.
You're running good to schedule. You'll be right to have it all done on time and into the
God, I hope
box.
so. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
I've done 2 pages out of 8. And I'm kind
I
of
can't
shitting
make
myself.
things.
Duncan, I've done.
You can do it.
I've done one panel out of 8 pages, man.
Mm.
So it's like
But I
don't
James filled
stress
with
out.
confidence.
I still have to do a
Yeah,
I still
yeah,
have
I'm
to
just.
cover.
I'm not panicking.
I
I'm not
haven't even
panicking.
wrote the synopsis.
Nah, in the bag, man.
But
In the bag. The hardest part is over, which is breaking the story, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And the rest of it's just time and drawing and stuff. But I got you covered, mate.
mate, I've read Battle for Bustle, and I know that one of your panels is the size of a page. So I'd say that's 1 page done.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Thank you. It's never intended to be that detailed, man. I don't know.
No.
I don't know how that came about. It's a strange thing.
Magic stuff, mate.
So, how about you,
I just-
Peter? Oh, sorry, Lee. I thought you'd finished.
No, don't worry about me. You talk to me all the time, Shana. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's right. It's Peter's time.
Peter's
Right.
time. Peter's time.
So I'm doing foes. I don't have anything visual, but that's what my script looks like. Can you see that? It's just a massive
right.
A lot of words. Oh, you've got faux stamp at the top. Nice.
Yeah.
With
Good on
just scribbles all over it.
Yeah, wacko. No,
There's
that's very
There's 0 there. I don't know where he went. But I've got
Mm.
something from issue 1 I can show. I've got a test print I did. So that's Dementus'
Ooh.
intro page.
yeah.
There's his
Bring it
little-
over a bit, over your face.
Ooh.
There we go.
There we go. Now we can
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
it.
screen, but okay. There we go.
Awesome. So that's from
Very
Right.
cool.
the Comics issue 1, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Wicked.
And Zeros, he gets a similar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, very nice.
they're ready to
Mm.
already ready to spin off into their own books, their own logos and everything.
Yeah.
I think if they didn't have the other one, they wouldn't know what to do. They need their rivalry.
Yeah.
And there's an old
Oh,
one
Oh,
Yin and
sorry.
yang.
like that. That's the first comic I did.
Right, yeah.
Oh, Crimson Rascal. That's a good comic. I love that. Good laugh.
Thank you. And there is digital versions of that, which I can
I'll
send
get
you, Lee.
that. I'll be getting that next week, mate.
Thank you, Peter. You will also receive Battle for Bustle issues, mate. It's just part
Excellent.
of the process, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, cool. I've also
Yeah,
still.
no, I love you guys. You guys is like, fuck, you're right here, right now, at last minute. Bang, you're there. Fucking thumbs up.
And I can send you PDFs of these
Camera.
ones too. I've got digital versions of these.
Oh, they're cool. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
Little
read,
things.
that's what I would have read on Instagram, right?
No, different.
Oh,
Two
it's different
stories.
again. Oh,
That's
holy
two more
shit.
different stories.
Oh wow. Well, I need
Well,
those.
Peter's
Kind of the same story, but it's one where Dementus wins, one where Zero wins.
Awesome.
Mm.
nice.
But yeah.
So have
That's
you
all
got
I
any
got.
Oh, so do you? Oh, you don't have it on an indie store. I was going to say I'll put that.
No,
up
I
for you,
don't
but-
know. I've got to get on
Yeah.
that.
You're going to give us a rundown of the story, mate? And
Yeah. So Foes is about two evil but stupid creatures, one demon, one alien, who are sort of caught in their hatred of each other. And each story will be a different type of rivalry. And, you know, one may win, both will lose, but at no point do they ever both win. But
Nice.
issue 1 is a 3-part story where it's them just fighting over a donut.
Tackling the important issues.
And it just
Important, yeah.
escalates, and they can never quite just say, you have the donut. So the fight becomes ridiculous, and they end up, you know, causing a lot of mayhem. And it's sort of, you know, it shows the first time how they come to Earth, how they meet each other.
Oh,
That's
okay.
It's an
fantastic,
instant
mate.
dislike. The one I
I need to
posted on
copy that
Instagram was like a
tomorrow.
very short version,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a teaser.
Right. So, yeah, excellent. And it's colour right through, obviously.
Yeah, this one is. Crimson issue 1 is black and white, but
Mhm.
Crimson issue 2 is color.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Hmm.
I love it, man. I love the concept. It's bloody brilliant. Like,
It's a lot of
you.
fun,
No,
yeah.
all of you. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
So much talent.
Love.
Peace and harmony.
Yeah, they
What
can
about
hear
yourself?
you.
What about yourself, Rob?
So I've got to get ready to share some screens there, Shane, because I got a bunch of things
Oh,
that I'm
yeah.
not allowed to show people. I haven't put them up yet,
Nice.
but people know me, but because I'm on here all the time. But I do a book called The Devil's Toilet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's about a toilet that escapes from hell, becomes sentient and escapes from hell, and unwittingly brings with him the apocalypse. The devil let him escape because within his bowl is a portal from hell to earth. So the devil comes to earth.
Yep.
I just saw my face; it's really big, and yeah, wreaks havoc. And then I also do
Got
these are
your
the ones I
face
won't
on
get in
the
trouble
toilet.
for. I do a book called Vamoose with our very own Peter Wilson
Yeah.
as the guest on the first issue.
Beautiful.
Basically, myself and Nick May, we do sort of 7 to 8 pages each. And then we have a bunch of contributors who do a page to 2 pages each. And then we have a guest who does 5-ish pages. So Pete was the guest on issue 1. There's obviously me, Nick May, Hayden Spurrell does a short story in this one. Emily Grace illustrates it. And then Millie Holton does a 1-page funny story about some chickens. Issue 2 is happening. I will share something. And we have a bunch of guests. Let me just click.
How'd you go,
I'm
mate?
Shane right now. I'm doing the Shane thing and clicking stuff.
Yeah, clicking the wrong things.
I won't talk to you.
I
while
feel your
you're
pain. I
talking.
feel your pain.
While
The
you
other
do
thing
that,
I'd like to
Pete wants
say,
a million
just to
Holton
interrupt,
Collins.
is all you guys everywhere last night with the Dark Nebula drawings, bloody brilliant.
Yeah, you
Good
guys
on
did
you.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, mate. Yeah.
Can you see it, Shane? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So this is page 1
Old
of,
man
yeah.
biscuit.
of my
Yeah.
story.
This is
Yeah, go, Dave. Sorry.
this is the second
Yeah.
issue, isn't it? Yeah.
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 So
The Bing Bang Boom Squad, right?
where we left Old Man Biscuit, he was just fighting off too many chooks, and he was in a
Falling off
simulation.
a plane. He
And
plummeted
then-
from the plane, wasn't he?
Yeah. And so where
Yeah.
we pick up is basically where we left off, where he's essentially gone through the simulation again, but this time survived.
I like how
And
he's
then-
relying on a chook to keep him from hitting the ground too quick. The chook, chook's flapping its arms. He's using it as a parachute, is he?
Yeah. But also killing it on the way down because
That'd be like cutting your parachute, wouldn't it?
yeah, I'll chuck up another thingy from Vamoose too. So that's obviously from my story, and then this one, I think it's popping up. Yeah, so this is Nick May, his
Right.
stuff. So he revisits his characters. What are their names? Thunder Guts and I'm pissed off. I can't remember his name. Does it say it there?
It's a really cool style, and I love the way his characters talk.
Yeah. Fuck, why can't I think of his name? Oh, well, Thunder Guts and someone or other. Damn it. Yeah, so obviously I've been a huge fan of Nick's since I was a little kid, like literally since I was a kid.
Wow.
And so getting to work in a comic together is pretty sweet. It also, Vamoose one served as Nick's first sort of published comic. He's done a whole bunch of comics that have been like ash cans and stuff between his mates, but this was the first sort of out and about one.
Nice.
We also have Hayden Spurrell and Ben Sullivan doing a story together. Hayden is also writing a story with Emily Grace, illustrating it again. Millie Holton joins us, and an artist called Rebecca Kate, she's like the most talented person I know. She can do anything she sets her mind to. And then the guest filling the Peter Wilson role for this one is Jess Kitty Parker. And she's
Okay.
really cool. And now I'll show you some stuff that I'm.
Big shoes to fill.
Yeah, hells yeah. I'll show you some stuff that I'm probably technically not meant to show. The artists don't mind me showing, but so it should be.
So I should press go. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. So this is Torn issue 7.
Right.
So that art is by Ken Best. He did the pencils and the inks, and I wrote the script. And
nice.
then B Studio have done the coloring, and Hayden Spurrell did the lettering. And so we are 97% done on this. I'm just going through now and just bolding some words and all that sort of stuff. But
Cool.
otherwise, that's
Right.
coming up super soon.
This is your foray into drama, mate.
Yeah. So I've obviously written novels and stuff in the past, but this will be my first comic that doesn't rely on jokes. There are still jokes in it, but it's not Joke City like the other stuff.
Yeah. Look forward to reading that.
Yeah, definitely.
Other stuff here.
I'd love to see Dave Dyer's comic collection, Australian comic collection, because every time someone mentions an Australian comic, whether it be Southern Squadron, this iconic cover, or Dark Nebula, that iconic cover, Dave, you just have this crazy ability to go, yep, got that,
Yeah.
and just pull it down off the shelf, and there it is. And it's like,
Yeah.
it amazes
Wow.
me your house is still standing there, you know?
I don't know, mate. I haven't got it isn't big. I tell you, it isn't huge. I've only just started doing it, buying them, and trying to get them. Yeah, don't worry about that. Let's look at this.
So this is a page from Rick McClune, number 4, I think, which I
Nice.
wrote, and a gentleman named Clovis Beta Bowler is drawing. So he does all those
Nice.
pencils and inks there. He's from Rio de Janeiro, and he kicks ass. That lady's is sexier than I intended, but they like him sexy in Rio de Janeiro.
Very sexy.
Yeah, like there was one panel where I had to text him and say, "Can we just tone it down a little bit?" Because, yeah,
Yeah,
But,
they eat a lot
that's-
of oysters over there, mate.
Yeah. very
yeah.
cool.
So that one's coming along. Got some other things that I'm probably not meant to show.
I reckon it's good. I don't understand why people don't get the show, because I think it's advertised and then it pikes their interest.
Yeah. So this is a book called Larrikin and Just, which is like a space/time travel adventure. This art is done penciled and inked by Peter Fairfax, illustrator in Sydney. He's kick-ass. He's done 2 pages.
Rob,
inked.
why
Yeah.
are you not, bro? Why are you not like sending these people to Shane and CCCX and Wednesday night shows? These people are marvelous, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess.
I've never heard of them, but I'm looking
Sorry,
at
I'm
this
not
stuff.
punching you hard
and-
enough.
Oh, sorry, Tam just told me to settle down. So anyway.
Cam, you got to sit there. You got to sit beside him every time he's on there. Keep him under control.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a wild beast.
I know you.
Yeah, so-
Don't take that out of context. Don't.
All the text here is all just placeholders, just to know that that's where we're
Yeah.
going to put the title and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, this is a book about basically two. It's a woman and a man who are the best friend and the widow of a dude that died. And the dude that died built a spaceship, but he never got to fly it. So in his memory, they fly his spaceship. And to basically keep fuel in the engine, they sell antiquities from all different planets to different fences and stuff. And they accidentally stumble upon the Eye of the Time Dragon, which allows them to time travel. And that leads them into all kinds of trouble, including the return of the person that they have in common, but just after they become romantically involved. So awkward.
Yeah, definitely. I love that.
Gary Della's gonna love you after tonight, mate, for revealing that. Like, he'll be like, Rob, 7 o'clock in the morning. What the hell?
Yeah. I think I realized. I mean, I wrote that, but yeah, who knows? Yeah, this is Torn 7. This reveals a little bit of my story. Is basically Torn gets kidnapped so that the bad guy can siphon off everybody else's powers using Torn's ability to absorb powers and then sell those powers to the highest bidder. So you can see here he's captured a few characters that were created especially for this, but then also the Devil's Toilet makes a cameo. Rick McClune is there, and Killaroo is there. And
I was gonna say,
Nice.
is that
Good
Killaroo?
yeah, got permission, but yeah,
Very cool, man.
That's really clever.
Red gum there too, was it?
yeah.
That's mad.
Then
Yeah.
there's this thing coming up.
Oh, busy man.
Very busy man. Oh yes, I've seen pictures of this
Like-
one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this
I was
is
thinking of asking if I could get involved with that.
you definitely. Well, I mean, I'm not the boss, but you can.
You
Yeah,
can.
you say I can. Cool.
Yeah.
Rob
I
says
just-
so.
Yeah, I helped.
You're
I'm
up.
contributing a story, and I helped design the cover and the logo and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Um,
Awesome.
So I'm not the boss so much as just a what do you call it? A creative sounding board for Hayden when he's putting all these stuff together. But I'm sure he'd love to have you. So
Okay.
Give him
I feel like that form thing I saw floating around.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
May
awesome.
I just say something, Rob, to interrupt you, mate?
Yeah, man. Please.
Hayden and I have actually been speaking for the last few weeks
Yeah.
about
And you're out, Rob.
the origin of Hanson. And he's actually rubbing up a bit of a synopsis as we speak about Hanson's upbringing and stuff.
Right.
He's quite a talented writer.
Yeah, he's
Mr.
awesome.
Squirrel. Yeah, he is.
He's
But he's
kind
got
of
to go through the boss, man, because Tam
Absolutely.
is like Hanson's Tam boy.
Yes, he is.
yeah. Hayden's kind of my Tam. We're not lovers, but we are creative sounding boards for each other.
Well, that's good, you know.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And would you draw it, Lee?
Yeah. For sure.
He left. He's gone. Yes, he
Oh. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's right. He's the man to do Hanson. Hanson, for sure.
And then the last one would be
Ah yes.
Frederick Cheloney, the Turtle Detective.
Oh,
Oh,
appearing
I
in
love him.
Comex
Yeah.
Presents.
Yeah.
Just the first page teaser.
That's such a good opening panel, that one.
Yes,
is,
it's
isn't it?
brilliant.
Really strong.
Yeah, it was meant to
Yes.
be the whole page, but a thing that I always do when I'm writing comic scripts is I misnumber the pages.
Me too.
And so I got to page 8 and it was actually page 9. And I went back and I realized I had 2 page 5s. So I had
Yeah,
to condense
tell me
the
I've done that
script.
myself.
Yeah, put some extra panels on.
Oh, geez, I don't think I've ever done that. How'd you do that?
I do it nearly every comic ever. Even I sent the Torn. I've sent like 6 Torn scripts to Gary to then send to Ken Best. It gets through Gary straight to Ken, and then Ken goes, "There's 2 page 22s," and I'm like, "No," because then you got to go back and make everything fit. Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, combine panels and squash
Yeah.
things in, or put another 2, but still be making sure you got your cliffhanger on the end and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. And sometimes you got to move your page turn reveal, and yeah, fun and games.
Lots of fun.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah. No,
Cool.
that's good.
Hey, everyone.
And that's it, is
That
it?
was
Mike?
great. Yeah. Thank you all for letting us know what you're up to. That's exactly what this was about. I haven't been watching
on.
comments once again. That's very
One more,
good of me.
One more. We got to ask Tamara. What
Yes.
are you working on?
Oh,
What was that, Dave?
What a
What are you
gentleman.
working on?
What am I working at?
Working on, yeah. What project
Oh, yeah.
do you got going?
At the moment, issue 4 of Battle for Bustle.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Good.
Now, what
Looking
sort
forward.
of role do you play, Tamara, in the process?
Well, I'm basically the co-writer. So Lee has the story and the artwork and everything laid out, and then I come in and kind of rewrite everything. And he's got the skeleton there, and then I got to put the muscles and the skin on, kind of thing. And we try and work together. It doesn't always, it's not always smooth sailing, but we get there in the end, and we both work. And I also do floristry, so it takes a while, but we're getting there.
Yeah. And
awesome.
Lee was saying your name's going to be on the books now going forward. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Because
Awesome.
I've kind of taken over, much
Yeah.
to his
Yeah,
dismay.
good.
But yes.
I did see that it was mentioned in you did get a mention in this one. G'day,
I did,
Jordan.
yes.
I saw your name before.
Yeah, I haven't got number 3 yet.
I was so
Down the
proud of
bottom.
that. I was like, oh my gosh. He kind of did that
Down
as a
the
little bit of
bottom.
a surprise to me. Yeah,
You might
it's
be
in
able to
there.
read it. It's down under my finger here somewhere, hidden
Yes.
away there.
He
Yeah,
did
but-
that, and he didn't tell me about it. He,
No.
teed it up, and then it was a bit of a surprise when I opened up the issue 3 when he got it printed and everything. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, my name's in there!" And he was like, "Yeah, well, like that's
Yeah.
fantastic."
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
number 3.
Yes,
I love these covers. I love
Yeah.
them.
yeah, he
Yeah, they're
paints
wicked.
them
Yeah.
in acrylics.
Yeah.
It's very tricky to kind of scan them though, because he paints in acrylics. There's a lot of texture. So it's very 3D because he uses like really thick paint. So trying to scan that, the light kind of like reflects off the texture and stuff,
Yeah.
and then trying to like make it look, decent to actually print on like a 2D page is quite difficult. Trying to like make where it's black, it's like white. And you got to try and black it out. Oh god, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's
'cause
just
that's fun.
paint with
When
black
you
paint.
scan, the
Yeah.
scan, the thing comes along and it has a light, and so you'll
Yes,
get
I
shadow. You're
know.
done wrong. Shadow.
I know.
Yeah, then you turn around and go the other way, and you get the shadow the other way. So,
Yes,
yeah,
I
What's
know
it
all
called?
about it.
What sort of state is Lee in when he finally makes his way into the house after a big night? Of dinner?
Well, I'm usually in bed. I'm usually in bed by then.
Yeah.
But yeah, we won't go
Fair
there.
question, Rob. Fair question.
Guys,
Piece of string, mate.
I can't say anything. He's in the room.
Linked
No.
twice if he's holding a gun to your head.
Yes. I didn't say that.
Cool.
And how long have you been writing and doing this sort of thing for Tamara?
Not long. I'm very new
Okay.
to it actually. I started issue 1. I did a little tiny bit of work on it. That came out 18 months ago, Lee? How long ago? 11 months ago? It wasn't that long. He
Wow,
basically
pretty
had
easy.
everything already sorted, and I just had it already in Photoshop and digitally sorted. So I just kind of changed a few things here and there. I really didn't know what I was doing. Like, this is the first time I've ever done this sort of thing. So I just thought, I don't know.
That's how we all start.
Yeah, issue 2, I changed things a little bit more and changed things, here and there with the writing more so than the word bubbles. And then issue 3, I was like, these word bubbles look weird. They're like really rounded and they don't look organic, And then issue 3, I decided to make the word bubbles kind of like more rectangular and different shapes. And that's when I really started getting into it and learning my way around Photoshop and looking up all these YouTube tutorials and things like that. So it's been a huge learning curve. And now I'm on issue 4 and I look at issue 3 and go, oh my gosh, I've learned so much since that as well. So hopefully it's only going to get better as I learn how to do these things, because Lee's not very tech savvy. He really is not tech savvy. It relies on me, and I'm not that tech savvy either. So these are things that we're learning as we go forward. So
Between the two of you, you'll nut it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
And
exactly.
like you said, the more you'll steadily improve, and you'll notice the difference, as you go through it.
Yes,
But,
definitely noticed
the partnership's working well so far.
Yeah, so far, yeah. Oh, no, you got to put this on charge. It's about to go flat.
So
Awesome. Well,
the
oh,
art,
sorry, Dave.
Tamara, you're not involved with any of the art, Tamara?
Oh, God, no. No, I'm not an artist. I can't. No, definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Not
Okay.
by a long shot.
All right, leave that.
I'll
to
just
Lee.
focus on the writing. I'll just stick with that.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're just going to plug our computer in. He's about to go flat. Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Does Lee know how to do it, or?
Lee, are you right with that? You need a hand? Or?
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I just ripped the actual panel off the electric
Oh, fucking hopeless.
power meter. I'm only kidding.
Sorted.
Sort of kidding. Cool. Thanks, everyone. That's pretty much what the show was about. Everyone letting us know what they're up to. So what I'll do is we've been asked in the comments for all you guys who have Twitter. So if you can put your Twitter names in the private chat, I'll send them out because they want to share the this because this goes on Twitter. They want to share it with your names with what do you call it? Tag. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
If you're on Twitter at all. So just put them in the private chat and I'll send them out to them. But apart from that, thanks everyone. That's pretty much the show.
Can I just say something before you, on that subject, mate, before you sign out so that people can hear? I tried to sign on to Twitter, but I couldn't work it, mate. I just don't know how you work that thing. And so I
I'm
gave
with
up.
you, Dave.
Yeah, I've got an account there, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to add to it. Or I don't know how to find people. I tried to find my sister. I couldn't find her. I gave up. I don't know.
Yeah. Twitter's
I'm
not
with
my
ya.
thing either, so
Mm.
I can use it.
Next convention we're at together, Dave, I'll give you a little crash course.
Okay, me too, Rob.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm at Spedzy on Twitter for those in Twitterland.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you later, everybody. We going, are we?
Yep, we're going. Okay,
Cool.
and I'm
Bye,
going to go on the right screen. See you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'll put that out to you, Rusty
Thanks.
Blades. I think it is the name. And
Yeah.
good night, everyone. Have a good night.
Thanks for the comments, everyone. Yeah.
See you guys. Take care.